Nice and warm.
Yeah, it is
nice
warm.
and warm.
I know it.
All right. Making sure I'm in the shot. There we
Yep.
go.
I'm in a good spot here.
Yeah. See, I am short, but it's up. We're good.
Yeah, it's just a little taller than average, probably.
This is Jackie with All Access Music Media, and I'm here with Sam Hunt on day 3 of Bonnaroo. It's a nice sunny day in Tennessee.
Beautiful.
You got your start as a songwriter.
That's right.
Who have you written songs for?
I've had the good fortune of having songs recorded by Kenny Chesney, like Billy Currington, and most recently Keith Urban. Those are guys I grew up listening to, and some of those guys, some of their songs from years past are songs that I learned on the guitar as I was learning to play, before I moved to town.
And even before that, you were a football player, I heard. A pretty good football player, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't stumble across music until after high school, and at that point I was well into pursuing athletics. I played football growing up, and when I got to high school, realized that I would have the opportunity to go on and play in college, and did that. And that was the college years were my transitional years. I spent most of the time doing football because it was really, in college it's a serious thing. It takes up a lot of your time. But during that time when I had spare time, I learned music and got into songwriting and really started to really think about pursuing that, post-college, and that's what I did.
And so some people think that sports and music have nothing to do with each other. I disagree.
Yeah.
How do you take the skills from football and transfer them over to music?
I was under that stereotype myself before getting into music. I never thought of myself. I thought of those two things as separate. But as I got a guitar and really gained a passion for it, I made the move to music. But a lot of the discipline and the routine and the hard work that was sort of instilled, I know it sounds cliche, but all those things that were instilled in me through the football regimen, I carried over into the music, and that really helped me, I think, gain a little bit of an advantage. I didn't get too distracted by all the things that you can be distracted by in the music realm.
I was going to say, there are definitely some trappings that could be a little distracting, but describe your sound to new listeners out there.
It is sort of a combination of the music I grew up listening to before becoming a musician, which was mostly the commercial country music that was on the radio in the 90s, and there were lots of great country music and great country songs on the radio at that time. I was involved in athletics, so I was around a lot of music in locker rooms that wasn't necessarily country. I love the song Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson, but it's not really a pregame song that you would get ready to get hyped up for a football game with. So I listened to a lot of music in the locker room that was a lot more urban, hip-hop, R&B, rhythmic. And so that influence, I think, played a big part in the sound that eventually evolved out of my guitar playing as I picked up a guitar and started to write.
So what one song best represents your sound?
Of my own? I have a song called Take Your Time that I haven't put out yet. I wrote it just 2 or 3 years ago, and at the time I was pitching songs I was writing to other artists, but when I wrote this song I knew I wanted to keep that for my album. And I don't think at the time it was within the boundaries of what was happening in country music, but now that country is evolving and the gates are broadening a little bit, I think that song, and then along with the other songs that I feel like represent me, I have a place now, so I'm really looking forward to that song being on the album coming up soon.
Very fun. So now you're here at Bonnaroo. What are some benefits of playing this great big festival?
I think the biggest benefit for me so far, I think, will be, and so far is being around all this great music. There's just an energy that's coming off of this big piece of land here and all these people that I've experienced driving past in years past while Bonnaroo was going on, and it just sort of has drawn me in, but I haven't come through the gates to check it out yet. So this is my first time, and now that I'm here, I'm really feeling it. So I'm looking forward to soaking up all the music aside from my couple hours that I'll spend playing.
Have you gotten to take in any performances yet?
Not yet. I've been running low on sleep, so when we drove in this morning, I slept until about an hour ago. But I popped up wide-eyed and ready for Bonnaroo, jumped out here and just walked through the gates a few minutes ago.
Very nice. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Would you prefer to play a big festival like this or a more intimate gig like a club act?
I think a combination of both overall, but if it were one specific day that I had to choose, I would go for the festival. This is just a big, awesome thing, and I really enjoy it.
You should walk through, especially the camping areas, and get a real sense of community, and it's I don't think there's anything like it.
Just the group, all these people gather around, all these different people in one place, with music being the center focus, just creates this cool harmony that's going on here. It's great.
And speaking of people and society itself, how do you use social media to further get the word out about your music?
I have been fairly handicapped in that area in years past, but now that I've realized the importance of it in music and what I'm doing now, I've tried to get up on it and get a little better at it. But we really tap into all outlets, and in country music, that's something that hasn't been historically as important, but now it really is more than ever. And I've tried to be at the forefront of that as far as creating content, videos, stuff that don't have to spend tons of money to make cool content and to introduce folks out there to who you are and what you're about.
You just have a special alone on your outfits and your fashion. I'm sure you'll get plenty more fans. Definitely check them out.
I try not to stay too boxed into any stereotype or any mold that was previously built, and just.
I would agree with that. I think you've succeeded. You've succeeded. So what's up next for you after Bonnaroo?
We are headed back into town for a day or two to work a little more on the record. We're trying to just inch our way with it as I have time to go back to Nashville, and then visiting lots of radio stations and having the new single come out Monday. We're hoping to get it played more and more. So we're spending time with radio and then also out doing lots of touring this summer and fall.
And what's the name of your single? It's
called Leave the Night On. And it's a single that'll be on the record. And I put out a mixtape several months ago of acoustic songs, and it was there, but this will be a fully produced album version. It'll be out on radio Monday, and then on the album here in a few months.
So stay tuned for more from Sam Hunt. This is Jackie with All Access Music Media and In the Key of Change. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie.
No problem.